What is going on, you guys? Welcome to yet another episode of DarkZero Podcast with the lovely DarkZero. Oh, I almost called you DarkZero. Dark Scorpion.
Hey, how's it going?
So we decided, and as you will tell from our last episode, that it'd be cool to be like, Channel 60 News. If you guys get the pun, 60, 60. Yeah. Was mine a joke that I did? It's probably not that funny, but we'll go with it. So anyways, instead of rambling on about random stuff that we had no idea what the hell we were talking about, well, we did, but at the same time, we were just like, what are we talking about right now? We decided to write down a couple things just to ramble on about that would just make sense to talk about. So I want to start with mine just because I feel like it'd be a good question to start off with, because it's not really a topic, it's more of a question. And I got to thinking about this yesterday when I was sitting playing some of my games. What was your all-time favorite game beginning? A game that you played that you really enjoyed how it started.
Mine has to be Mortal Kombat. I mean,
Mortal Kombat?
my name is I named myself after one of the big players in Mortal Kombat.
It's true. I'm probably gonna go with well, I mean, there's a couple that I really liked, but my top game is I had it in my head and now I can't think of it. Final Fantasy 13. Loved the intro into that. Amazing. So much fun. For one, I just liked the game in general, but the intro was just it was really cool. I liked it a lot. But, I know you got a bunch of topics as well that you want to touch on. Anything in particular you want to start with?
Yes. Okay, so I was surfing the web last night, and I came up on this pretty interesting and mildly odd this odd link where it was for his Mother's Day. By the way, Mother's Day is coming up, so get something nice for your mom.
Mm-hmm.
This husband went to this clinic and had electric patches to his stomach to simulate labor pains for his wife for Mother's Day.
God.
In my mind, I'm thinking, why? Just get her some flowers, get her some chocolate, make her feel special, take her to a spa. I mean, it would probably have been a lot easier and cheaper to do that than actually experiencing labor pains. It was messed up.
I don't know how anybody could really, or any guy I should say, because girls go through it regardless, but any guy willing to do that, it's just
that's
like,
love.
Well, it's something though, right? I don't know if I would call it love, because that's just nuts. Like I just don't understand.
Oh, yes.
I understand that he did it to show her that, he's willing to endure what she went through, but at the same time, man,
It would take a lot. It took a lot of pain. And that lasted he only did it for maybe a couple of minutes. I think maybe 15, 20-minute period. Real labor is, hours.
Yeah.
So
regardless, it wouldn't have been, I mean, it's a full simulation of it, but at the same time,
yeah,
it's like, you really didn't experience what they actually go through. Which, I totally, I give props to women for going through stuff like that. It's nuts to endure that type of pain, but I'm not going to get too into the topic here. But it's definitely something that you'll never catch me doing, I can tell you that much.
No.
Something that I was looking up. There was an actual thing about WoW losing 3 million subscribers in 1 month.
Wow.
Now, as for the reason, I'll be honest, I have no idea. I don't know why they did, but I just seen it pop up on my newsfeed one day, and I was like, really, 3 million? That's a hell of a jump.
Yeah.
Compared to how WoW is, that's a huge jump to suddenly have no subscribers at all. Well, I wouldn't say not at all, because they do have subscribers.
They have a couple million more than that.
Yeah, I imagine they still have a lot more. My question is this enough to take them off the top of the pedestal of most bought and subscribed game? Because WoW is still way up there in most subscribed and bought games, without a doubt. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's still within that top range because there's so many people that still play it and so many people that still subscribe to it. And maybe it could be like a revolt towards being a subscription game now. Or I'm not really sure, to be honest, but that is a hell of a jump.
Yeah, that sounds ridiculous.
And like I said, I didn't see any clarification as to why. It just happened to them out of the blue. I mean, there's probably a reason, and I just don't know it. But to me, that's crazy. That's a hell of a jump.
Who knows? Maybe the kids found something else. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about that, but I'm sure if I ask around, I'll find something.
Yeah, or look into it. Like I said, I can look into it a little more. I just caught it from the glimpse of my eye, and I was like, "What? There's no way."
Yeah.
Because it's so well known, and it's so, I guess you would say top of the charts, kind of, in a sense. So it's crazy to hear that something like that happened.
Yeah.
But that's most I have to say about that.
So I heard that Will Smith is going to be in this new movie called Suicide Squad. Now, for those people who don't know who Suicide Squad is, it's a bunch of inmates from Arkham Asylum that the government sends on missions, which are, as the name portrays, suicide missions that have zero, if probability of success, but somehow they managed to do it. Now, I'm surprised they got such a big name as Will Smith.
Yeah, and the thing that confuses me, Will Smith has never been in any type of comic. Well, I wouldn't say comic really, because he was in what's that movie there? God, I can't think of it
Hancock?
right now. Hancock, yeah. So I wouldn't say he's never portrayed that type of stuff, but at the same time, it's like, is that something that you really do? And why are you jumping into it now? Or did they just say, hey, we got this type of money, man, and we want you in?
Well, it's a big year, or it's actually been a quite couple years of superhero movies just popping out left and right, and actually they've been really good, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no, I agree completely. There's been quite a few, like the Ultron one, which I still haven't got to watch. Age of Ultron, a couple other good ones that are coming out. It's nuts to think that they're putting Will Smith in there, and what they're going to do with him. Are they going to make him,
He's Deadshot.
He's going to be Deadshot?
Yes.
See that I wouldn't have guessed. That's going to be interesting. I'd like to see that, to be honest. When is Suicide supposed to come out?
I don't know if they actually set a release date.
They just said that it's going to come out?
Yeah.
Okay.
But as of May 1st, or not May 1st, May 7th, they officially started filming the movie Aquaman. And it's not going to be that blonde-haired guy that's all righteous and justice.
Really?
From the guy I've seen, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he played the new Conan movie, and he's going to be the new Aquaman. So that's very interesting to see how he's going to be portrayed as the King of the Sea.
And not be blonde. I mean, the blonde hair and the yellow tight suit is like Aquaman's thing. I'm confused as how they're going to change that.
Well, in Justice League, he he was more, you know, in your face. He was more of a warrior than, an idol of justice.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But
To me, I just don't see him any different. I don't see him being, not um, blonde haired and swimming completely. Like, I know there's some comics that portray him not being able to leave the sea at all and stuff like that. Like, I know some of them have him where he can't leave water or stuff like that. So it'll just be
yeah,
weird to see what they're gonna do with it, personally.
yeah. And speaking of superheroes, there has been a rumor going around. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but Hugh Jackman might be quitting as Wolverine.
Really? That
Yes.
that blows my mind because I know we heard about it yesterday, and it still blows my mind now because he is literally the face of Wolverine. I don't see anybody else playing his part, so I'm curious: are they just gonna end it? Are they gonna bring someone else in? How are they gonna do it?
Well, they might actually kill him because
Oh, okay.
from what I've heard, they're gonna make from Wolverine. They're gonna make a Wolverine 2 and 3. To maybe in the third one, they're gonna wrap it up and end him.
So he's not quitting right
Because
off the bat on bad terms. Like, he's not just going, "I'm done." It's more of him saying, "I'm
yes,
done doing this series."
yeah, it might be that because Hugh Jackman's only gonna get older, and as you know, Wolverine's healing factor makes him look pretty young, but I'm not sure there's CGI that can fix all that. So
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, look what they did with
yeah,
Paul Walker and his brother. You can't tell a single difference
yeah,
between them.
yeah.
But at the
But they
same
were
time,
extremely close to look alike.
yeah, that's true. It's pretty crazy to definitely hear about that because he's literally the face of it, and it's crazy to
Ever
hear that
since
he would just bounce out of it.
yeah, ever since X-Men came out, the first one in 2001, I believe.
I'm not sure. I haven't
Might have
seen.
been earlier or later. I mean, but actually, anyway, let's get off that subject and onto a different one because I'm running out of things to say for it. But there's this new challenge called the Kylie Jenner challenge where these kids are sucking out of these glasses to make their lips all puffy.
Jeez, I
And
think
it's actually
that's so stupid.
it's actually breaking the blood cells in their lips and they're actually getting hurt and it's leaving bruises and in some cases actually breaking the glass and cutting up their lips pretty bad.
I I just where how did that even start? I didn't even see where this even started. Did she post something up saying that she uses a cup to make her lips big, or did someone else say that about her, or how did that even start?
Well, when she was always a thin-lipped girl, but then she got lip injections which made them nice and full. So I guess people started throwing around ideas, and then some probably dumb kid on the internet recorded himself or herself doing sucking on a glass or cup and imitating that.
It's just it gets to me.
It,
I just think that's the most stupidest thing that someone can do. And then it'd be a cold day in hell. You see me stick my lips in a fucking cup to make them bigger. Yeah, because it's a challenge and I don't know what else to do with my life. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna stick my lips in this cup, see what happens.
yeah, but it does pretty good damage to their face.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I really wouldn't. It just, to me, it sounds so stupid. Like, why? Why, in God's name, would you do that?
Well, for their 15 minutes of fame, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's true. Some people do it on
And
Vine,
us,
which is only like 3 seconds. So,
yeah,
is it really worth it in the end?
no. Actually, when I was looking at all that stuff, I actually found an interesting thing, which I see why that you are completely paralyzed when you sleep.
Hmm. Oh, we might have lost him, guys. Hold on. Be right back.
No, I'm here. I'm
Oh,
here.
oh,
I'm
okay.
just collecting my. I'm sorry. I was just collecting my thoughts.
Oh, okay.
It's a chemical that is released in your head, so when you dream, you don't act out your dream. Like if you're running, you're not gonna actually start running. Like if you've seen America's Funniest Home Videos, like a dog would just all of a sudden get up and run and hit the wall.
Oh yeah, I
It's
seen
kind of
that
like
video.
that.
It's pretty funny.
There's a chemical in your brain that actually paralyzes you, so you won't do it. It starts when you hit your REM sleep.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know any of that. Um, I know one thing that I did want to bring up as well was the soon to be. I think it's soon to be or already is. I think it's soon to be. The Witcher 3. Um, I haven't looked much up on it, but I heard that the expectations of it are blowing through the roof right now.
Yes, it's supposed to be at the end of this month, at the end of May.
Okay.
It's supposed to come out at the 27th, I believe.
Hmm.
I'm not
And
100%
did
on it.
they strife away from what they usually do, or is it
I'm
still
not
going to be the
sure.
same style? I mean I didn't look up anything on it. I didn't know if you come across anything.
No, I wasn't. I didn't play The Witcher very much.
Yeah, me either. I never had a huge like, um, I guess you could say draw in to it. It never really caught my eye. Some people said it sucked.
Yeah, but who knows?
Yeah, I'm,
And
I'm curious that some people are saying that Witcher 3 is blowing the other two out of the park. So who knows? That might be true.
yeah, but we also, with that high expectations, let's move that over to how the new Superman versus Batman or Batman versus Superman movie coming out with Ben
That
Affleck.
that is gonna be. I mean, as far as Ben Affleck playing in it, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But that movie in general, oh, I'm so stoked for it. I think it's gonna be good. I want to see who they're gonna play out to win it. To be honest, to win the actual fight, because I know there's so many conflicting sides to that whole fight. You know, Batman's probably smarter than Superman. Superman uses sheer strength, stuff like that. Like there's so many like key factors that play in, but yet I don't know. I'm just curious what take they're gonna put on it, and
Yeah,
it's such a bold move to make too because if they, well, let's put it this way: if they choose a side of winning, I guess you could say, or what they see would happen, that might upset some people.
it's gonna upset people either way, but
Yeah, it's true.
post down below who you think would win and why. But
Yeah,
my best money is going for Batman because in comics and movies and the animated series, he's always been around superhumans fighting with them, fighting against them.
it's true.
So, he did have a contingency plan for everyone if they went rogue.
Yeah,
So,
which always
my
confuses
money
because you
would be on
never
that.
really see, like when you see like movies of Batman and Superman, they have like their own separate stories. You never see them incorporate much other heroes into it, but yet throughout time they have them, running into each other. I know the comic books emphasize that more than anything, but at the same time, is it like, you know, um, is this how it's should have went down? Type of
Yeah.
deal, if that makes sense.
Well, we have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it, and I'm sure most of our viewers are pretty stoked about it. I mean, that movie when it releases, it's just gonna fill the movie theaters with greasy nerds that are just looking to punch each other because one took the other fight, or it's gonna be interesting.
Their moms are gonna have to break it up and bring them back to their basements.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I can't say anything. I'll probably be within that group there
Yes.
watching the movie, so guess I can't talk too much crap about greasy
Yeah.
nerds being there. Which at Taco Bell, man, oh my god, that was so weird. I swear it was like the Revenge of the Nerds piled up inside freaking Taco Bell. I was there to get some food for lunch before I went to get my wisdom tooth pulled, and there was like, I would say 7 to 8. You can tell they were nerds. They had the greasy comb over hair, the glasses, I haven't showered in weeks, but I don't really care. That head down, no confidence type deal. And it got even more awkward when a chick in a dress walked in, and it got so awkward, and it was so funny. And the best part was that I was standing there and I was waiting for my food, and so was she. And she stood next to me, and I could tell it wasn't like I'm interested in you, but it's more like you seem normal. I'm gonna stand near you, because these guys were Google eyeing her, and they were just so nervous. They were trying to get close, but they weren't saying anything, and it just got really awkward for her. And so she was just kind of standing next to me, like, "Yeah, you're normal. I'm not gonna do anything."
If only she knew the truth.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah,
But
that's
you
what I was
look-
thinking in my head. Is like, girl, I'm just as much as a nerd as they are, but I'm just not as awkward as they are.
I just keep it at home.
Yeah. These were. I can't express how much I could tell these were straight, just full on comic nerds. That maybe not even comic nerds, maybe just gaming nerds, but you could just tell that they just had that stereotypical nerd look to them. And that could be just me judging, and it might have just been a straight A student in college or something. But either way, they were way out of her type, I can tell you that much. And that's just what made it that much funnier to me.
Yep, you're looking better by default.
Yeah. But I didn't mean to stray off on the conversation there, but I had to share that because it caught me off guard too when I was sitting there. I was like, you got to be kidding me. They just piled in like one by one, and I was like, these guys got to all be together. 2 of them sat together,
Was it
but
a
the other ones
convention?
weren't. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe there was like some type of convention nearby, or I'm not really sure if it was just because it was Friday afternoon and all the nerds got together and was like, let's go get Taco Bell. I don't know.
Boy, let's get in Taco Bell. Boy. I instantly regret that. But they're also putting the Joker. They have a new Joker out. It's that guy from 30 Seconds from Mars.
I'll be honest, never watched
No.
it.
It's a band.
Oh, well, I don't know them. Wait, they're taking a person from a band and putting them in a movie.
Yeah, but he's been in movies before. He was in
okay.
Fight Club and a few others.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as you can tell, I'd never heard of them, and I didn't know that he was in anything like that. I mean, that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Kudos to him for having 2 types of jobs. That's a good way to make some money.
Oh yes. Yeah, but it's interesting how they evolved the Joker through the movies with Batman. How the first Batmans I've seen, how he was a gangster, and then with Batman Begins, how he was just crazy. And I'm assuming, and how this one's gonna be, he's gonna be utter chaos, just murder, burning, fire,
Yeah,
like that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't doubt it. Especially after, what's his face played the Joker and ended up passing away.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah. I mean, he played an amazing Joker. Like that.
Oh yes.
That still rings to this day how well of a Joker he did. And it's like, it's a bold, and I would definitely say it's a bold move for that guy from 32nd to Mars to play that role, because now Heath Ledger has set that standard so high that it's going to be hard to really top and get someone to talk about how well you did. Because they're always going to think, well, Keith Ledger did better.
Yeah, actually, fun fact from that movie, when Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent were eating together when they all went to that diner, Heath Ledger was in that diner, or not in that diner, in the restaurant there. He was to the side when as they're walking by it, he was on to the side having dinner with some lady who I'm assuming was probably Harley Quinn, but they didn't show her in there
Hmm,
in that movie.
that's interesting.
So, if you ever watch that movie with the Joker, look to the right.
I almost want to just kind of backtrack just to see it. Like I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's more of you know,
A little Easter egg.
no, I wouldn't say really Easter egg. Well, yeah,
No?
maybe an Easter egg, but I think it's more of like I don't want to say Stan Lee because I don't think he's the one that actually did the movie. But
No. He's Marvel.
yeah, whoever was the one that produced it, I think that was more of like, do you know who he is? Can you catch it? That type of thing.
Yes.
So I wouldn't really say Easter egg. I think it's more of just to kind of toy with the audience and pull them into a little bit into some, for the people who caught it are like, oh, you sneaky you.
Oh, you so and so.
I don't know who directed that movie, but I know they did a pretty good job.
No.
I liked the movie.
Oh, yes. Yes. And the new Ant-Man is coming out pretty soon.
Oh, is it? I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I did. I did hear about that. But I also heard a lot of bad talk about it. I heard they say that it's not as good as everyone was expecting.
It hasn't come out yet, so.
Well,
But,
from from what they're hearing about it, and I mean everybody's usually pretty quick to judge, but we'll see where it goes, I guess.
Yeah. But, I don't know the guy's name, but he was in, This Is 40 and a bunch of other, like, comedies. So it's going to be interesting how he has to cross over to a superhero, heroic point of view.
I don't know that movie, so couldn't tell you. I don't know the guy either.
It's a comedy.
Oh, okay, yes, I still have never heard of it.
How about you order a damn movie?
It's just not my thing, man. It's just not my thing. That's your thing. This is when I want to watch movies. I just talk to you. That's my version of watching it.
Yes. I describe it in such vivid detail when I.
Yeah, well, they're pretty much the details that I need to hear. I can be like, man, I really want to watch this anime, but I just don't have the time. Scorpion, how did this anime go down again? You just kind of sum it up for me in like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, that works.
In Japan, they actually found a real life Mortal Kombat stage. Like, it's on cliffs. There's just a little plateau of cliffs, and then a flat spot where people would do martial arts. I don't know. There's really nothing point to that, but I just wanted to say it. Seems cool.
I mean, that can tie into Mortal Kombat 10, but
Yeah.
I don't have anything about it. But it can't tie into it. It is video games technically. But what I wanted to say with what you just said, how could they know that it was, an actual Mortal Kombat ground? I mean, I know they can say, oh, it was flat land where people did martial arts. Yeah, okay, but how do you know it was, a combat land? How do you know that they fought there? You know what I mean?
Well, they may have found bodies maimed or dismembered there around the area, so that's a good possibility.
That's
I mean,
true.
there's always been, like, even with gladiators, that's Mortal Kombat. They fought to the death, so there's always been Mortal Kombat around.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, it has never been called Mortal Kombat. It's been called, like, other things.
Fight Zone 101. I mean, that's true. To me, it just seemed like, okay, you're just trying to tie this into something that's popular to up your, I guess you could say, known world, so to speak. And to me, that just seems kind of, I wouldn't say arrogant, but just doesn't seem legit. Let's put it that way. But, I mean,
Right.
I've been proven wrong before, so.
Many a times.
Yeah, more than usual. More than I probably should be.
And I'm wondering, will to take off that subject, will Spider-Man ever be an Avenger? Will he ever be in the Avengers movie?
Well,
I've
I
heard rumors that it's a yes, but I'm
yeah,
not sure
say I've
about it.
heard them talk about bringing him in the next uh, Avengers movie. They were supposed to put him in the Age of Ultrons, but I guess they must have backed out of that idea. But I know there was talk about him being part of one at some point. As to when or how, well, that's completely up to them.
Hmm. It's
But I know there was
well, it's
talk
gonna be
about it.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. I know it's not gonna be the same guy who's been doing the Amazing Spider-Mans. I know they
No,
put the kibosh on that.
uh, Tobey Maguire, right?
Yeah.
Well, he also stopped after that new guy stepped in there. I don't know his name, but he did the most recent Spider-Man movie there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's not Tobey Maguire. That's someone else.
Uh, I don't know his face.
I
What's his
don't.
face?
Tobey Maguire was the one that did the other ones after Spider-Man 3. I want to say is what it was. That was the last one that Tobey Maguire did, and there was that newer guy.
God, he was
and
so
then they
emo in
did,
that.
yeah. And then they had Emma Stone play Mary Jane. So that's when it kind of switched
No,
up.
she played this other girl.
Oh, did she?
I can't remember her
I
name.
thought she
Yeah.
played Mary Jane.
No, Mary Jane comes later.
Mm.
Yeah, but probably them. Oh, we're just gonna put her instead of blonde, we're gonna make her a redhead, and nobody will notice. It's kind of like Superman. Take off the glasses, nobody's gonna notice. It's probably gonna be like that because nobody notices. I notice.
I give full credit to Emma Stone. She's smoking hot. She
Oh
looks
yes.
good, and her whole, I wouldn't say life, but her whole acting, I would say, picked up after she did the series Zombieland, which is one of my
Oh
all-time
yes.
favorite series. But I think it
Definitely.
really picked up after she did that.
Yeah, and also she was also in Easy A, which was
Oh, that was a good movie.
okay. That was.
That was every nerd's dream. Is pretty much what that
Oh
was.
yes, that was yes.
Her just walking around school in just slutty outfits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 95% of guys watched it with their girlfriends just to say that they did, but at the same time, they're like, you know what? It's got Emma Stone. She's half naked. Let's watch it.
Yeah.
Which I haven't heard much about her. Really, she hasn't come out with really anything lately, unless I just haven't noticed.
I don't know.
But I haven't
I
heard
haven't seen her
anything
in
from her.
last
No,
last one I saw her was that Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then
yeah.
she was gone.
So I don't know if she's just working on something big or if she's just not sure where to go next or what. Or maybe she's just satisfied with where she's standing. I mean, she's making good money.
Oh yeah,
Zombieland
with
was
the
a hell of
royalties.
a hit. Zombieland 2 was just as good of a hit.
There's a Zombielands 2.
It's coming out, yeah.
I don't
Maybe
know that.
maybe that's the next one that they're working on. But I know there was talk about there being a second one, so maybe that's what she's working on. But yeah, Zombieland in general. I wouldn't doubt that she made bank off of that
Yeah.
because that was a good movie. I mean, myself alone, I rewatched it like 10 times, and it wasn't
I
just
really want to
because
watch
of
it
Emma
again.
Stone. It was because it was generally a good movie.
Yeah, Woody Allen and all them did a really good job.
Yeah, Woody Allen's the
Bald guy.
Yeah, he was called Tallahassee, I believe, right?
Tallahassee, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know he's been on a roll lately.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot. As for stuff that I watch, not so much, but I know he's been knocking out movies left and right.
Yeah, like Now You See Me.
Oh, that was a good movie. I really
Actually,
liked that
him
movie.
and that kid
Both did
were
it together,
both in the did together. And actually, that kid's gonna be playing Lex Luthor in Superman versus Batman or Batman
Really?
versus Superman.
Him playing Lex Luthor. I'd like to see
Yes.
that. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine he's
Shaving his-
probably aged a little bit more than what he looked in those movies, but
Yeah.
I'm interested because I see him as the
This
guy from
unsure little kid.
Zombieland. Yeah, and in 95% of his movies that he plays, he's always so timid, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see to see him play a different type of role, and it's kind of like how, like Harry Potter. You see those guys, Emma,
Grow up.
and the guy who played Ron, and what's his name, Daniel Radcliffe. All them play other roles, and you're like, I can't see you that way. That's just not. That's not you. And to me, that might be the same way that kid will be. I mean, I could be wrong completely, but as of right now, that's the way I feel. I feel like he's just going to be another one of those characters that I see differently just because of a role that I've seen him in so much.
Yeah. That's actually put a lot of actors and actresses that's actually taken roles away from them because the directors and whoever does that process feels like they're not going to be flexible enough to do it.
Yeah, which I don't think would be really fair, to be honest. Is that something that they can really... Because give them that chance. Give them the opportunity to show that it's worth bringing them in. Because some people will go off and be like, oh my god, I love this person's acting. I'm going to watch this movie. So sometimes it's for the better to bring in someone that is like someone else.
Yeah.
But I'm not a director, so
No.
I guess I can't really
Directors,
say what is better.
producers, all them.
Yeah, no, I don't come anywhere near them.
Personally, I'd rather be a producer because, you never hear people arguing, oh, that producer didn't know what he was doing. They always go straight for the director.
Yeah. Well, it's because, I know the producer says most of it, but the director is the one that kind of controls whether it's good or not.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yep. He decides where you go, what you do, what you say.
Yeah, pretty much. But I say we'll call that an episode. We talked on some good topics. We'll have more to talk for the next one, which will be pretty cool. Stick around, guys. DarkZero podcast. Keep an eye out for it. I'm probably gonna do it. Maybe I'll do Fridays. Try to do Mondays and like Wednesdays. So we'll do almost every other day. I feel like that's a good time span to kind of just throw an episode here and there because I'm going to have a lot of stuff going on my channel. Dark Scorpion doesn't have a channel, or maybe we would record more and throw just podcasts up there. I don't know. But if you guys want to see more of it, let me know. Maybe we can start pushing out episodes at least once a night. Who knows? It depends on where it goes. But we will catch you in the next episode.
Good night and Godspeed.
Godspeed, people.